Okay guys, so I'm going to show you how our chicken coop grew us tomatoes this year. And I'm sorry there's so much noise. The hubby is weed eating and the oldest is actually pressure washing a fence project right now. So you'll get to see more about that later. But while they were busy doing that, I decided I'd come out and tie up some of the tomatoes that are growing inside of the chicken coop. So look at that, guys. And your popsicles? Yes, ma'am. Oh, and look at what I found. Just as I was sitting out here, look at that, guys, munching away. So guess where he's going? He is just going to get fed to the chickens. And they are probably all inside too. Carl said he didn't look inside the other day when he was out here watching, and he was pretty sure there was probably some more. So we're going to get him, take him out, and then go inside and actually tie up some of the ones that have fallen on the ground. These are all not determinate but indeterminate tomatoes, which means you have no clue how big they're going to get. They will just grow and grow and grow. As you can see, they've started all on the inside where the chickens were. We were throwing all of the scraps from last year, so all our tomatoes from last year were thrown out here, and then they of course pooed it out, and then with all that nitrogen in there, they just have grown crazy in the chicken coop. And the thing about it is we got rid of all the chickens this last fall. If you've seen those videos, so you know that we have slowly refilled the homestead with animals, and one of those is our buff Orpingtons that are not big enough to be out here in the coop yet. So this gives us the opportunity to actually gather and get tomatoes from here and let them grow. So I'm going to be tying those up. Wow, look at how tall it is. Whew. Okay, so now I'm all nice and hot and sweaty. So it took a while to kind of separate those, but I've tied them up along the sides of the chicken coop. And how awesome. I wish they would grow like this all the time and the chickens actually sit in here and eat them. It would be so cool to have just this natural thing going on, but they won't do it. The chickens will scratch it up and tear it up before it even begins, which is why it survived. But this is a great example of how nature takes care of itself. That's just that permaculture. They ate the tomatoes. It fell in the nitrogen, and now we have our own little chicken coop of tomatoes. And so several are ripe. I need to get those. So you can see there's one back there I have to get. it was really tight in here, and here is the tightest, and I'm just the smallest that can fit in here, and be able to tie them up and stuff and know what they're doing. So that's why I got voted. But bending down there was really hard. Like, I'm crouching the whole time and just doing those squats pretty much and tying them up and making a little pathway to make it a little bit easier to get them. But very excited about this. This allows us to, you know, have tomatoes when we didn't. So our work out in the big garden, it failed this year. We had blight out there, but here it's thriving, and we are very happy to have this blessing and excited about it. I don't know if this is normal homestead duties. Probably not normal. Alright guys, well thank you for joining me on my chicken coop tomato adventure today, and hopefully you thought that was as cool as I did. I think it's pretty cool to see nature work and that kind of permaculture cycle that we're searching for here on our homestead. And if you like that, you can also subscribe to the channel. The more subscribers we get, the more energy we get to do more here. You can also like it by giving us a thumbs up. You can share it on social, or you can tag somebody that you think might be interested. You can also join us on our website and join the Wildwood Wonder community, or it's actually the Wildwood Homestead community. And I am just sitting there putting blogs up, trying to help you out. Some of them have to do with the videos that we post, but some of them are just like extras that there are no videos. So it's about homesteading, it's about gardening, it's about DIY stuff sometimes, kids on the homestead, just how we handle things here. It's about education. You can learn different stuff about nature. And I keep waiting on it, but there's an owl right now hooting in the background right before I started recording. So we'll have to see if he makes a noise before I'll be quiet and let you listen to him. But thank you for all the encouragement, and you can drop some comments. Is there anything that you've had similar? Is there a way that we could do this and still have our chickens maybe along our fence line? Because right here, of course, is our orchard. So this is where they're going to be living, out in here, doing hopefully what they did inside this coop last time out here, and really boosting all of our trees and stuff and getting some really good soil in here. We know it's going to take a couple of years, but we're pretty excited about that. So maybe along the fence line, is there something that we could grow that they could eat on their side and we could eat on our side? So who knows? We'll, see what happens. So, well, hope you enjoyed it, and we will see you next time.